Ralph Talbot was born 6 January 1897 in South Weymouth, Massachusetts, and attended Weymouth High School. He was gifted both athletically and academically and entered Mercersburg Academy, Pennsylvania in the autumn of 1915. A year later, he entered Yale University. While serving in the college's artillery training corps, Talbot became interested in aviation and enrolled at the Dupont Flying School in Wilmington, Delaware. Talbot enlisted in the United States Navy in October 1917 with the rank of Seaman Second Class. After ground training at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and flying tuition in Florida, he became Naval Aviator No. 456. At the time, the Marine Corps was having problems recruiting aviators. Along with a number of other Navy pilots, Talbot therefore realized that he was more likely to achieve his ambition of being posted overseas if he joined the Marines. Having resigned from the Navy, he was appointed as second lieutenant in the Marine Corps Reserve on 18 May 1918. He arrived in Miami a week later to join the First Marine Aviation Force with Squadron C. On 18 July 1918, Talbot was part of the initial party which sailed from New York City for active service as part of the United States involvement in World War I. On 8 October, Talbot was attacked by 9 Imperial German Air Service scouts while on raid over Belgium, and he shot down one of his attackers. 6 days later, while on a strike against an enemy ammunition depot at Pittem, he and another plane were attacked by 12 enemy scouts. Talbot's plane shot down one of the enemy scouts before his observer, Gunnery Sergeant Robert Guy Robinson, was shot and the gun jammed. Talbot maneuvered the British Airdo DeHavilland 4 to gain time while Robinson cleared the gun, then rejoined the battle. Robinson kept on firing until he collapsed from 2 more wounds. Talbot continued alone, shot down another enemy plane, then dived to escape the remaining Fokker D.VII fighters. Crossing the German trenches, Talbot kept his biplane with his failing motor in the air until he reached the nearest hospital where he landed, delivered Robertson to medical personnel, and returned to his aerodrome. Second Lieutenant Talbot passed on 25 October 1918 when his DH-4 crashed on takeoff during an engine test flight at Fresne aerodrome. In 1936, the destroyer USS Ralph Talbot DD-390 was named in his honor. Also, Ralph Talbot High School and Street in his hometown of Weymouth, Massachusetts were named in his honor. His citation reads as follows: "The President of the United States of America, in the name of Congress, takes pride in presenting the Medal of Honor posthumously to Second Lieutenant Ralph Talbot, United States Marine Corps, for exceptionally meritorious service and extraordinary heroism while attached to Squadron C, First Marine Aviation Force in France. Second Lieutenant Talbot participated in numerous air raids into enemy territory. On 8 October 1918, while on such a raid, he was attacked by 9 enemy scouts and in the fight that followed shot down an enemy plane. Also, on 14 October 1918, while on a raid over Pittem, Belgium, Second Lieutenant Talbot and another plane became detached from the formation on account of motor trouble and were attacked by 12 enemy scouts. During the severe fight that followed, his plane shot down one of the enemy scouts. His observer was shot through the elbow and his gun jammed. Second Lieutenant Talbot maneuvered to gain time for his observer to clear the jam with one hand and then return to the fight. The observer fought until shot twice, once in the stomach and once in the hip, and then collapsed. Second Lieutenant Talbot attacked the enemy scout with his front guns and shot him down. With his observer unconscious and then his motor failing, he dived to escape the balance of the enemy and crossed the German trenches at an altitude of only 50 feet, landing at the nearest hospital to leave his observer and then returning to his aerodrome. Until next time, stay salty, devils, Semper Fi, and carry on.